The only relationship we have with the government is we are concessionaires for the Dadinkowa power plant. But we have totally privately funded this power plant.
Which of the agencies of the government?
Water resources. Ministry of Water Resources.
So what kind of collaboration did the committee would like to know?
Okay. Mr. Chairman, the collaboration is a concession of build, operate, and transfer for 30 years, and the concession was executed, rightly so, and private funds were used to develop the power plant. That is to develop the power plant by way of installation of turbines, 20 by 2 turbines, hydro turbines, that is 20 megawatts each, and a powerhouse, substation, and associated substation and transmission line. Then, of course, we developed the infrastructure by building staff quarters and access road to the power plant. It's a project that took us 15 years to complete, and by the grace of God, we are on the grid for 3 years now, and we are delivering 40 megawatts into the national grid. The power plant is so important to northeastern part of Nigeria because hitherto the voltage profile in northeast was very, very low. But with the power plant, coming into effect or operation, the plant has succeeded in, improving the voltage, which before now TCN, that's Transmission Company of Nigeria, were basically using reactive power. They use batteries to lift the voltage profile. But the plant is so important to Northeast today because the voltage profile is fantastic. That is the extent to have gone. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, please.
Thank you, Chairman. I understand you said it's a build, operate, and transfer.
Yes.
More like you should have had an agreement on how the payment plan would be, because if you say the government owes you 15 billion, that's a lot of money not to have an agreement or a contract in place. Could you please expatiate on how that came about, the 15 billion owed?
Okay, Mr. Chairman and committee members, this is a concession, like I said, 30 years, and the federal government of Nigeria, introduce Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Company, which is a bulk trader. When you generate electricity, they are the off-takers. They are here. They off-take, you sign a PPA, that is power purchase agreement with them, and based on the invoice of your generation, energies delivered, you get paid for it after certifying the so this debt pile up over a period of time because we are not the only ones, and I think it's a common knowledge that the total outstanding for generating debt is about 4.3 trillion, which we believe the federal government is trying to do something about it. We held meetings time and again, and we are not the only ones. And I think we are the least because of the size of the generating capacity of the plant. Thank you, sir.
Do you have any document to address what you are telling us? Do you have any document to support what you just explained? With the concessionaire? Is there any agreement between you and the federal government or the Nigeria Bulk Electricity Company? And which obviously will spell out the terms of the undertaking or the concessionaire?
Yeah, before you answer that, let me ask, because I was going that way with my own question.
beyond your bulk purchase agreements, yeah, you have to have some sort of agreements that were struck between you and the water resources. There has to have been an agreement. So whatever agreements that exist between you and the bulk electricity people, there's a separate concession agreement that prerequisited your POT contract. So do you have that paperwork? Because that would actually state what you have, what you got, and what you are requiring, or what you should require. Any monies that you're providing or accessing, where it's coming from. Because again, you have just used words, but we need to see paper.
We are not here with the concession agreement because the letter to us was very specific. So we never deem it necessary to bring any concession agreement. So maybe if we need to do that, we can do that much later. But we are sorry, the letter was not specific to that. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
So, just like I said, during the course of agreement, we have the authority to delve into other things. We now know that you're being owed 15 billion from MPET, but they can't speak to this issue now. So your CEO, your chief, the CEO, he needs to be here. Are you aware of this debt you're talking about?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are counterparty, and they are not only Genco. We are owing virtually all Gencos that are putting their energy modernization activities. The way the chair runs is this. We are going to say that we have various bands in our various houses now. We have band A, band B, band C, band D, and band E. It's only band A at the moment that is paying their full tariff. Band B to E, their tariff is not cost reflective because what they are meant to be paid for what they are paying. So government will subsidize. So as we stand now, on average, on a monthly basis, government is subsidizing with 180 billion naira. So here and if we fall under band B to band E. Because the fund is not available as when due, and the counterpart from the disposal, you don't make hold of the whole payment as when due. That's not protecting police.
But they are making, they are collecting money. They are collecting money.
Yes, they are collecting money, but there are a lot of energy theft, a lot of issues, and
okay, so we need to resume.
But the government aspect of it, like for example now, if you multiply 180 billion times 12 for this year, it's about 2 trillion. Okay, the budget we have this year is about 870 billion. Out of that, we are collecting 80 billion. And let me remind you again, if you don't pay as at when due, by the contract that we inherited and those ones we signed, it attracts interest. It attracts interest. So based on the contract, like once at our back end, we charge this person, we don't make the payment available at when we call it charge them.
There's a penalty.
There's a penalty.
Okay, so before we go for that, we would like to see that, just like my colleague have said, mentioned, we would like to see that agreement between Mabon and the Ministry of Water Resources. So make it available. Then also, yes, also, do you still pay Ministry of Water Resources based on that agreement? You pay them any money?
Yes, sir. We pay water rate to integrated water resources.
So is it contained in that agreement?
No, is that one? That one? Yeah, it is contained in that agreement, but it comes under a subsidiary. Is it subsidiary? What do you call it? Is it edict or gazette? It's a gazetted.
It's different.
Yes, but we
like
pay.
To also see that agreement. Your payment schedule so far. Your payment schedule so far. What you have paid to them so far. So there are two agreements that you're going to get for us. The one with you and the Federal Ministry of Resources. Please take notes. Plan to take notes. Then the one between you and you say it's integrated. What did you call this thing? Integrated water
Resources Management Commission.
Integrated.
Nigeria Integrated.
Nigeria Integrated
Water Resources.
So are they a subsidiary of
water resources?
Water Resources.
Okay, so yes. Nigeria Integrated. So there are two agreements now you're going to get for us. Yeah? We need to look at those two agreements. And also, and you're paying as at when due too. Because you're complaining that they are owing you 15 billion. So are you paying as at when due?
Yes, I think our payment is up to date.
It's up to date.
Yes. Till last year.
And you're paying as at when due.
Yes.
You know why I'm asking? These are government revenues.
Yeah, sure.
We need to be sure that you're not also shortchanging government. So that's why we need to look at it. You understand? So I'm also going to invite the CEO of MBET for us to discuss this issue. The amount they mentioned here is much, 15 billion. Yes, they're not the only one. Want to know why you're not paying the GENCOs. Because they can't continue like that. You understand? They can't continue like that. You don't know whether they have borrowed money to build that plant.
We borrowed money, sir.
So how would they repay the money? With interest. Why would they? He said, look at it. He said with interest. Yes. And they'll pay with interest. And that is so much burden on them. And they might close shop. They might close shop. And if they close shop, that whole region will suffer. I hope I'm communicating.
Very true.
That whole region will suffer.
Most of our Genco, that's yes, being owed $15 million, and you guys are demanding, the government are demanding $8 million from him. At the same time, you won't even try to subsidize the ones you are owing, so that people start paying the balance. This is what the case you should make. You can't be demanding money from somebody you are owing.
So we need to resolve this issue.
Because electricity is key in this country. If you have to sell electricity, it's going to have a multiplier effect in most of all the sectors of the economy. All the sectors. If you have electricity, I can tell you that the city will be congested. If I have electricity in my what am I doing in the town? You understand? So we need to find a way to resolve this. The government has put in so much money in the electricity sector. So we can't continue like this. So I don't know when your CEO will be available, so I can give them the same dates of appearance. So I don't if you have another question. Yes.
Exactly. So what is going to happen? No, he said the man is not around. You know, we also owed them that duty of care. You understand? Maybe I don't know whether he's on official assignment or whatever. But this parliament supersedes whatever thing he's doing. Whatever he's doing, he has to answer to the parliament. Very important. So
thank you so much.
I'm going to give you. I will schedule you for one. Colleagues, any other question before I rule on them? Any other question? Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to draw the attention of the committee that the water tariff, the way it is paid, is based on the flow meter. You know, every day readings are taken, and then over a period of time, then the readings will be taken and aggregated together, and then we now calculate. Integrated will now calculate the naira equivalent of the volume of water used, and that is how we arrive at the cost. So as it is now, there is no agreement. Instead, it is the flow meter that we have in the plant, a standard one. That water resources, they take the reading and we take the reading for comparison, so that there will be no.
Head of level. For them to allow you use their facility, are you telling this committee that there is no agreement? You just go and use their facility, but there must be a documentary evidence, because there is a different agreement between Mabon and Ministry of Water Resources. Now this is a different government parastatal. There must be a documentary evidence showing your contractual agreement with them. This what you're talking about is how you pay them. You understand? There must be correspondences between you and them. So yeah. Am I communicating?
Very well.
So want to see those things. Yes, please.
So, yeah, Honorable Chairman, members of the committee, and my colleagues from MBET, good afternoon all. My name is Umar from Mabon Limited. I would like to highlight more on what my colleague Barrister Bashir mentioned regarding the agreement we have with Water Resources, which actually covered the concession and the water rates initially. At that time, Integrated Water Resources Management Commission was not a commission gazetted by law. But when it came on board, they were given the mandate to collect water use charge on behalf of the federal government for the Ministry of Water Resources. And for that reason, they issued all licensees of hydropower plant and any other company that uses water for irrigation or other purposes a license. And we have that license, we can provide that license to you.
They issued you the license?
Yes, water use license.
So that's what I'm asking you
So
now, because there must be a collaboration.
That's it.
For you to deal, there must be a collaboration.
So,
So that license is renewable every year or a period of time?
I think it's water use license is not, it's a one-off. It's a one-off.
Is it a one-off license?
Yes. What?
Is it one-off license?
Yes.
So will it expire?
No, it's for 10 years, I think.
For 10 years.
Yes.
There's no license that is forever.
No. It's for 10. It's for 10 years.
For 10 years?
Yes.
Okay, so when is it expiring? When did you renew last?
We got in 2021.
2021.
Okay, so let's see that license.
Okay.
So we'll provide
You
that.
understand? So the law, when you're talking about how you measure the amount you pay is a different ball game. You understand? You want to see how the access you're giving, why you're giving that access. And you just mentioned license. Want to see it. You understand? And there's other requirement before you issue license. They don't just issue you license.
So the requirement is you have to be.
Also, want to know whether this Nigeria integrated water, also whether they are generating, they are paying actually what you're paying to them to government. Whether there's loss of revenue, we need to determine that. You understand me?
Okay, yeah.
So also give us the list of your schedule, what you have paid so far. From when did you have that license with them?
2021, and
So
we had
want
a
to have
moratorium.
a payment schedule from 2021 till date.
Okay.
Evidence, vouchers of those payments and everything.
Okay.
You understand? Because these are government funds. It's your money and my money.
Absolutely.
So just like I said, then back to the intervention fund. My main clerk is not available today. She's not around. We'll look at our books. We're also going to write you back. But as it stands now, based on our engagement, you have about 3 documents or 2 to make available to this committee. So we're also going to schedule you. I'm going to give you the same date I'm going to give MBET, so that all agree on the way forward, because we can't continue like that. You just said you took a loan to build that facility, and they are owing you 15 billion. So you have to come to a common ground to see how you can help them. National Assembly is not only about finding faults. We're also here for resolution. So I'm going to give you 1 week from today is what? Today is Wednesday. So we'll see you on Wednesday. At the second.
No, you don't have to be here.
So we'll see map of 2 on Wednesday 2nd. We'll not come to your own. You're here for a different matter. This is just as it concerns Mabon. You understand? So Mabon, you're hereby discharged but not acquitted. So we'll have further engagement. And before then, we're going to write you also to that effect. If you don't also mind, you can wait, because I have just one stakeholder now. Give you the letter so that we don't need to start posting it again. Hereby discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you. So.